There are two types of car brands in this world, the ones born with a legacy and the ones that build one. But what happens when a legacy brand that had been buried for decades suddenly rises, not just to survive, but to challenge the very titans who ruled the roads for years? That, right there, is the story of the MG7 2025. Because this isn't just a car, this is a resurrection, a declaration, a threat. And the automotive world? It didn't see it coming. Let's rewind. Once upon a time, in the heart of Oxford, England, MG was a name that meant something. In the 1920s, MG stood for Morris Garages and quickly evolved into something far greater, the very definition of affordable British sports cars. The MGTC, the MGA, the MGB, machines that didn't just drive, they danced. They were fast, fun, and full of soul. They ruled winding countryside roads and carved their legacy into British motorsport history. But legends fall too. Through the 80s and 90s, MG found itself in the middle of collapsing ownerships, failing sales, and identity crises. The legend became a memory, and the memory turned into silence. Until 2005. That's when SEIK Motor Corporation, China's automotive giant, picked up the fallen sword. Not to build another commuter car, not to copy the West, but to reignite a British icon with the full force of a billion-dollar empire behind it. Fast forward to 2025. The MG7 has arrived, and this time, it's not here to compete. It's here to dominate. Exterior. The first glance that hurts the competition. From the moment it appears, the MG7 doesn't beg for attention. It demands it. With its low-slung profile and wide athletic stance, the MG7 is clearly not playing in the economy segment anymore. This is a true sports sedan, and every inch screams performance. That aggressive front grille looks like it was carved with a blade. The LED headlights pierce forward like eagle eyes, and the sharp creases across the hood whisper a silent warning. Move aside. But the real secret? It's made using lightweight aluminum and carbon fiber elements, a move typically reserved for premium-tier performance cars. This isn't just about looking fast. It's engineered to be fast. Every line, every curve, every millimeter of airflow has been sculpted to slice through wind and deliver raw, agile speed. It's elegant. It's angry. It's aerodynamic poetry. Powertrain, the numbers that break expectations. Let's talk numbers. Base engine, 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4. Output, 300 horsepower. Torque, over 400 newton meters. 0 to 60 miles per hour, just over 5 seconds. Already, that's knocking on the door of cars like the BMW 330i, Audi A4S line, and even the Lexus IS 350F Sport. But then comes the punch. Top engine option, 2.5-liter turbocharged V6. Output, 450 horsepower. 0 to 60 miles per hour, under 4 seconds. Top speed, electronically limited to 160 plus miles per hour. Transmission, dual-clutch performance gearbox. That's no longer knocking on the door. That's kicking it off its hinges. You'd expect those numbers from a German badge costing twice as much. But MG7 is bringing it all at a shockingly competitive price, leaving experts scratching their heads and rivals biting their lips. This car isn't just fast, it's strategic. Interior, luxury in every detail. Slide into the cabin and you realize MG isn't cutting corners, they're cutting ahead. Everything inside is built for tech, touch, and thrill. Fully digital cockpit with customizable displays. A massive central touchscreen infotainment system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Gesture controls. A booming 14-speaker surround sound system. Multicolor ambient lighting. Real leather sports seats with contrast stitching. panoramic sunroof, and dynamic air vents. It's not just pretty, it's functional. Every element flows toward the driver. Every button responds with precision. Every feature works with one mission: to turn every drive into an experience. ADAS and safety. Intelligence that watches your back. The MG7 isn't reckless, it's sharp. That's why it comes with a full suite of advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot detection, parking assist with 360-degree cameras, intelligent speed recognition and warning system. You're not just driving a performance car, you're driving a smart, self-aware machine that's watching, learning, and protecting every second. A global strategy that's disrupting the market. Now here's the twist. MG isn't launching the MG7 in just one market. This isn't a domestic release. This is a global ambush. In China, it's already building a cult following. In the Middle East, it's exploding as a premium performance bargain. In Europe, it's undercutting established giants while offering tech they haven't even adopted yet. And whispers suggest that North America is next. It's the kind of global rollout usually reserved for mega brands like Toyota or Mercedes. But MG7 is proving that history plus technology plus aggressive pricing equals global domination potential. What's the verdict so far? The MG7 is sleek, brutal, intelligent, and bold. It revives a name that was nearly lost to time and reintroduces it with a punch so powerful it's forcing the old titans to look twice. BMW, Audi, Lexus, Tesla. They've held the crown for decades. But MG7 isn't asking for a place at the table. It's flipping the table over and building a new one. And this was just the warm-up. Because in Chapter 2, we break the silence and enter the arena. One-on-one. MG7 versus BMW 3 Series. MG7 versus Audi A5 Sportback. MG7 versus Lexus ES. MG7 versus Tesla Model 3 Performance. No filters, no mercy, no hype, just head-to-head truth. Get ready. The war for the throne is about to begin. Chapter 2. MG7 versus the Titans, the final battle. The battlefield is crowded. Germany, Japan, and America have held the crown for decades. BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Lexus, Tesla, these aren't just cars. They are empires built on performance, prestige, and perception. Then came the silence. And out of it roared the MG7. No apologies, no hesitations, just raw ambition and engineered rebellion. This wasn't just a new sports sedan. It was the beginning of a new era. Let the war begin. Round 1. The Prestige Battle. BMW 3 Series versus MG7. BMW is the benchmark. Generations have worshipped the 3 Series as the golden child of driving dynamics. But in 2025, the throne isn't handed down, it's taken. The MG7 arrives with a 2.5-liter turbocharged V6 pumping 450 horsepower, outgunning the 3 Series M340i. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds, a time that raises eyebrows even in M territory. But power isn't everything. What makes MG7 lethal is its balance. Adaptive suspension, aluminum carbon chassis, rear-wheel drive for pure control, and electronically controlled dampers that respond to road, driver, and destiny. Inside, the MG7 mocks the traditional luxury playbook. Gone are wood trims and chrome. In come ambient lighting, a massive curved screen, racing-inspired seats, and tech that makes the 3 Series interior feel outdated. This isn't just competition, it's an evolution. Round 2. The Precision Duel, Audi A5 versus MG7. Audi's weapon is precision. The A5 Sportback, sleek, efficient, sharp. But MG7 plays a different game. It doesn't just glide, it attacks. The aggressive front grille, Matrix-style LED headlights, aerodynamic vents molded with purpose, and frameless doors, a touch of coupe charisma in a sedan silhouette. Audi may offer quattro grip, but the MG7 delivers a more visceral connection between machine and driver. Every input, braking, throttle, steering, is sharper, angrier, more alive. And the infotainment system? Audi's MMI is neat. MG7's digital cockpit is immersive. 12-inch curved display, high-res HUD, AI-driven driving assistant. Audi feels clinical. MG7 feels emotional. In a world that loves refinement, MG7 chooses rebellion. Round 3. The comfort clash. Lexus IS versus MG7. Lexus brings quiet luxury and bulletproof reliability. But the MG7 doesn't aim to be quiet. It was built to be heard. Its dual-active exhaust growls under acceleration and whispers at cruise. It's loud when it should be, silent when you need peace. Adaptive sound modes, track-ready tuning. Comfort? You bet. Heated, ventilated, massaging seats. Dual-zone climate control. A cabin built with Alcantara, brushed aluminum, and ambient lighting that adjusts to your mood. But here's the twist. MG7 doesn't numb the drive like Lexus. It connects you to it. Every turn, every straightaway, every heartbeat. Lexus is meditation. MG7 is adrenaline. Round 4. The future showdown. Tesla Model 3 versus MG7. Tesla changed the game. Instant torque, electric silence, minimalism with attitude. But MG7 isn't fighting the past. It's confronting the EV future head-on. Yes, it's powered by gasoline, but this isn't old-school combustion. This is a refined beast, optimized for efficiency, power, and soul. And MG7 is no stranger to sustainability. SEO, its parent company, leads China's EV revolution. The MG7 is a bridge, offering analog thrills with digital intelligence. The Model 3 might beat MG7 in 0 to 60 by a fraction, but where Tesla disconnects, MG7 engages. You don't just drive it, you feel it. Tesla is science, MG7 is art. The final round, identity, legacy, and glory. The MG7 isn't just a car going up against titans. It's the return of a name once thought lost in the fog of history. From the garages of 1920s Oxford to the design studios of modern Shanghai, MG has lived, died, and been reborn. And now, through the MG7, it fights not just for sales, it fights for legacy. A legacy built on fun, on rebellion, on emotion. The MG7 doesn't beg for attention, it commands it. And as the final engine roars and the dust settles, the crowd is no longer asking, can the MG7 compete? They're saying, the MG7 just changed the game. In the end, it didn't just survive the war. It didn't just defeat giants. It became one. MG7, the underdog no more. The king has arrived.